Now, talking therapies tends to be a fairly popular one, and for this one we'll be going into different types of talking therapies. Most common one that I think most people hear is CBT, which is Cognitive Behavioural Therapy. It is a way to help you explore and change your inner thought patterns, feelings, behaviours, things like that. Now you'll see you and a therapist, and it will normally be a choice of 3 different options. So you can either email them, do an online talk, Skype chat with them, or you can actually meet them in person. Now, there are around 12 to 20 sessions needed in order to be completed. CBT has been used on a vast range to help many different mental health disorders or problems, and these include post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, panic attacks, depression, anxiety, panic attacks again because it's just there, phobias, compulsive obsessive disorder or OCD, eating disorders such as bulimia. CBT is available on the NHS for people with depression, anxiety disorders and other mental health problems that they need help with. It's been proven. Now you can read more about talking therapies on the NHS website, which is obviously a public website. It will give you just a summary or a basic cover of what it is. There are even self-help books or computer courses about CBT, which is helpful for people with problems like depression. Then obviously you can go to your doctor to ask them, what's CBT? Could it help me? Counselling. Now counselling is a talking therapy, and it teaches you to talk with confidence to a counsellor, to a person who might not be a counsellor. Again, it could be a therapist or a friend or just someone you go to for help, but it is recommended that professionals. It's a way of helping you deal with things in your life. So you could be offered counselling for coping with a long-term condition, chronic pain, drug addiction, self-harm, or even the counselling for this one usually consists of 6 to 12 sessions. So it's not as long as the CBT, but it's mostly probably because it doesn't need to go that more in depth in order for you, or they feel you don't need that much more help to help put you on the right track. Behavioural activation. Behavioural activation is again a talking therapy that aims to help people to take practical steps towards enjoying their life again. You may be offered a one-to-one therapy session or in a group therapy session. This is usually with regular meetings or phone calls with a qualified therapist. Motivation to make small positive life choices, life changes. Plus, problem-solving skills help you notice what is affecting your mood. So you could say, oh, I've been doing this. Oh, but wait, that's been making me down. You know what? I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to change it slightly because I still enjoy doing it. This is again 16 to 20 sessions that can be done. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, or EMDR for short, and I'm going to say the EMDR because it's easier. Now, it was developed and to help people who have post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. People who have PTSD will experience intrusive thoughts, memories, nightmares of traumatic events in their past, which again will lead to them possibly or probably being depressed, to then self-harming, which then could lead to suicidal. This, I feel, is the most, in my mind, dangerous, because you've lived through something and it's changed you. You might not even know what it is. You might not even think that whatever it is traumatic. All that you know is you're thinking a certain way and it is affecting you. You have nightmares, you have memories of it because it is real. Now, EMDR it helps process the memories, the traumatic memories, to help you let them go. It's not going to be easy, but it tries to help. It can be a very distressing process, but if you have a good social network or family or friends, it will help. It won't make it a godsend easier, it might, but the chances are it will just feel comforting to know that there are people there. And there are 8 to 12 of these sessions that will be usually offered. Interpersonal therapy, IPT, is another talking treatment which helps people with depression to address problems with their relationships, families, partners, friends, and so on. The ideology is poor relationships with people around in your life can leave you feeling depressed. Now, we've all done it. When we're young, we have an argument with our best friend. Fine, don't be a friend anymore. You go and sulk in a corner. It's not the same thing, but you can get where I'm going with it. It means that depression can make your relationships with other people worse. So if you're you have a partner, you're depressed all the time because you feel like you're doing something wrong. They could start to worry them. You might tell them what's wrong because you think you're the problem. And they'll say, no, you're not the problem, it's fine. But then they'll make you feel worse because you think they're lying to you. It's just an endless cycle of it bubbling in your mind. But even it could be with friendship or family relations. IPT is offered if you have severe depression or your depression hasn't responded to other therapies such as CBT, which is again the most common type that you will get. The sessions that are offered for IPT is 16 to 20 sessions as for most. Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy. Now, this will make you focus on thoughts and feelings, and when they happen in the moment, and what it basically trying to figure out what your thoughts and feelings mean to you. It usually helps to treat depression and addiction. Meditation is quite common. Breathing exercises with cognitive therapy are what MBCT is designed to do. So this is more the relaxing, yoga, calm, very nice therapy, if you will. Now, it is an option that may be offered after a course of treatment for depression to stop the negative thoughts coming back. So you've already done one set. Okay, that's fine, you've done that, it's cool. Now, to help you learn how to have your own calm state of mind that you could do elsewhere, and you know you have a safe place, we're going to give you this. So in conclusion, talking therapies may be good for some self-harmers, but not all of you, because let's face it, not everyone is going to be amazing at communication. I know I'm not. What if you have to realise that self-harm is a co-relational health problem? To put it blunt, your self-harmer may or may not respond to any of the treatments that have been proven or just shown. It might not work. There is, again, a 50-50 chance with everything. There always is. There's a 50-50 chance you'll be able to help someone listen. There's a 50-50 chance that you'll be able to get someone into therapy. There's a 50-50 chance it will work. It is always split even. It can go either end of the scale. So we must not assume that just because one does not work, others will not work either. This is the same can be said with a presentation that Martin done, which was herbal remedies and prescribed medication, which is the same, but that's another presentation. So you have to keep trying and persevering until you find what works and what is right for the self-harm. Thank you for listening.